Hi everyone, this is Smruti. Welcome to QA automation classes. So today we're going to look into two more different types of the locator techniques. One is locator tag name and the second one would be class name. Okay, so again we'll go to that source demo, right? And in the source demo we'll see the locator tag name. Let's get it started. So let's open source demo. This is already logged in page, right? So after logged in, this is the home page, right? So now let's say I need to identify what are the different buttons are available here. If you see in this page, this looks like a button add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, right? So now let's inspect and see. Inspect. Okay, so now if I do a inspection over here, can you see the HTML tag starts with button, right? So that means this is a button, right? Similarly for this one, add to cart, right? So if I go and check this one, add to cart, so here also you will see as a button. Let me drop it to the down. Okay, so similarly if you want to see for this one, see now it is also a button, right? So this is also a button. So these are all buttons, right? So now the question is, let's identify all those buttons here. See, for every one of them it is there is add to cart. Maybe in some scenarios there will be different actions associated with the different buttons, right? So in that case, if you want to click them, you want to click on that particular button and see what it does, right? So basically we'll do one thing. So we'll identify all the buttons present in this page with the help of the tag name and try to print it. Simple use case. Okay, so let's do that. So the class will be the project name, we can say tag name and class name, right? Tag class name. Let's create a class, tag class name something, project. So locator tag, sorry, locator tag class name. Okay, locator tag class name, capital N. Okay, locator capital T. Okay, tag class name. So now I'm creating a new class. Okay, so here I can copy out to this Chrome driver, send key, login button, get it. Okay, so these steps are common, so I'll copy. Okay, so now, okay, sorry, I didn't have the main method. Okay, let's create the main method here. Okay, main method. Inside the main method we have right. Okay, so now everything goes inside the main method. Okay, done. So now what next? So we, okay, so now we have ID, username and password, and then logging in. After logging in, we're printing the title. So now my intention is to identify all the buttons present in here, right? Or how many buttons are present in here. I can do that with the help of the tag name, right? So let's say list. Okay, so how to identify? Driver.find element, right? So as usual, so we'll say here, so driver dot driver dot find element. Okay, so find element, and here we'll say by dot, you can see the option tag name, right? So tag name. So what is the tag name? So tag name is nothing but, we'll say here, if you see, these are all button tags, right? So tags means nothing but with what it starts. It starts with the button. So this is the tag. Okay, so by tag name, so what it is going to return, right? So it is not find element, guys. We have to do the find elements. Is there any one single element here? No, we have the multiple web elements there with the button. If you type here button, how would you do that? So control F, double slash, let's say double slash button. So now can you see how many is matching? 8. So there are 8 web elements which are starting with the button tag, right? So now we have to identify all those 8 buttons, right? And now all those 8 buttons are 8 different web elements, right? It's single 8 different web element are there, so it will be web elements, find elements, right? So we have to store it as the part of the web element, okay, as a list of the web element, because we are finding the multiple web element, right? So how to do that? So we'll say equals to, I'll say we'll declare a list. So list of, let's see, web element, okay, let's say web element, and we can give this list a name, right? Let's give a name like web elements, or we'll say this is buttons, right? Okay, let's say all buttons, okay, list of web element all buttons input class, okay, all buttons equals to driver dot find element by tag name, okay, fine. So now let's see what we can do. All buttons. So now what we can do with help of this one, all buttons, right? So replace size, this is like list related methods are coming, right? So that's okay. So we'll do one thing, so we'll go and print it, okay. One by one we'll traverse it and then we'll print it, okay. So let's say for we'll write a for each loop, okay. So let's say web element, okay. So I'll say give something element, okay, in where, for web element in our all buttons, right? So this is nothing but the all buttons, in all buttons, okay. So we're going to print it, right? Is out, okay. We're going to print this element, right? Dot get text, or something we can say get text, okay. Get text will give you that add to cart, okay. So and we can see here count plus plus, we will also give a count, okay. So let's define here int count equals to 0, okay. Int count equals to 0, okay. And we'll keep on increasing the count, and after this is done, everything is done, we'll print s out. So let's print s out, okay. Number of buttons are, okay. So just give something, number of buttons are, and plus, okay, should be okay. Sorry, semicolon or something, okay, colon we can give. So now what it is going to do, okay. So let's run and find it out. So run locator tags classname, okay. So this is the first tag name we saw, and then next would be class name. You should print all the text for all the buttons, and then it should give us the count, okay. So let's see, so these are 2 buttons are also present with button tag, open menu and swag labs. Swag labs open menu, okay. Apart from that, we have this add to cart, so this is 1 2 3 4 5 6, and here these 2 with the swag labs and open menu, so altogether 8. So let's see those 2, okay. First where it is identifying swag labs, okay, here is one button here, okay, for this one, okay. This is one, and second one is somewhere, it's not shown, somewhere inside I believe, okay, whatever, close menu, okay. So these 2 are there, and apart from that, these buttons, right, these are all part of the button. So altogether you got the 8. So this is basically you got for the tag name. So now let's do the same thing with the class name, okay. So class name is like, so let's see, we have some class here, inventory, let's say inventory item description something, okay. So let's go here, sauce lab backpack. So here inventory item description, if I select this class, I'll kind of selecting the everything over here, right. So the entire grid is getting selected over here, so we can print everything here. Okay, fine. So let's identify with the class, right, inventory item description, and we will try to print whatever the text for each of them, right? So it will include these things, even this price and even this text. Okay, so everything you should print. Okay, so let's do that. So now let's go to the same example, and here we can copy the same. We'll just fine tune it a little bit and then we'll do. So now all buttons. So here we can see this is what is this description, the entire description, right? So we'll see item description. Okay, item description list. Okay, item description list, something we're saying. Okay, so in item description list, system.out.println element.get text. Okay, fine. And here instead of the button, we'll go with the class name. Okay, tag name will be get replaced with the class name, and instead of the button, we'll copy that one. What is the class name here? So the class name is inventory item description. Okay, inventory item description. Go and copy here. Fine. So now let's see this one. I can comment it out. Okay, let's comment it out. This one, let's see. You should basically print. Okay, so count is there. I don't know, it will give 0 there, but it's okay. Let's see. So if you see, yeah, it has printed everything. See, now Swag Labs number of buttons are 0. Okay, so this is because of that count, so we'll get rid of that. So Sauce Lab backpacks carry all things with the sleek streamline slide pack. If you see, it is basically carry all the things with the sleek streamline slide pack that melts the uncompromising style with the unequal laptop and tablet protection. 29.99 add to cart, everything will be here. See, 29.99 add to cart. This is for one of the list, right? Similarly for the second, Sauce Lab bike light and add to cart up to this, right? And again third for Bolt t-shirt 15.99, right? Bolt t-shirt, if you see, bike light Bolt t-shirt, right? 15.99. So everything it is getting identified with the help of the class name, and it is practically printing them, right? So this is how you can you can start using your tag name and the class name, right? So hope you guys are understanding these concepts, and if you guys are really enjoying these sessions, I'll request you to subscribe to my channel, and please share this videos with your friends and colleagues so that they can get benefited out of it. And if you guys have any doubt, put them in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay. Thank you everyone, have a good day. Bye bye.